What's up, interwebs? Welcome to the Skyler Grant Podcast, where we go through the only novel I've ever pantsed and finished, and we read an episode each day, read to you by my good friend Adam Daley from ZOP Gaming.
Hello, everyone.
By the way, I'm Tim. It's my channel and everything. So
yeah.
But yes, we're going through the epilogue of Skyler Grant, the last chapter of this book. It's a page and a half, and we're done. It's over. We'll also have one more episode with a wrap up where we kind of look over the entire thing and just kind of review it more in detail. But so we have this last chapter be read for you. But before we get to it, we're gonna go through and get some plugs in there. And the first one is, if you go on to enjoy this podcast episode, go and hit that subscribe. You can hit the subscribe button, but you can hit that like button. Blast the like button with your energy blast as a prayer to the holy algorithm.
The holy algorithm.
And you can also subscribe because I got running content on this channel. And if you have some extra time, I guess you should go over to ZOP Gaming. Only if you like to see bad gameplay.
It's mediocre gameplay.
It's bad. You guys suck.
We're mediocre.
You're mid?
Yeah, we're so mid.
No, you suck. Let's be honest. Come on. I really did a highlight video of how bad you were at Fortnite.
That was a while ago. We've gotten so much better since then.
No. No, you haven't.
Or the competition has gotten worse. I don't know which.
It's probably the competition gotten worse. No, Adam, you're in your 40s. You are not getting better at video games.
I'm getting better.
The people you play around are just getting worse.
No, we're getting better.
No.
They're not bots. We don't play against bots. They're never bots.
So
they're all real people.
So you play against bots. Okay.
Oh, God.
But yeah, you could go over there if you want some bad gameplay, or if you like, you like wrestling content. But since all the plugs are now out of the way, Adam, you can begin reading the epilogue when you're ready.
Skyler Grant. Written by Tim R.G. Narrated by Adam Daley. Epilogue. 6 months later. Shit, said Jenna, jumped from her bed in her bare skin, grabbed her jeans from the floor and pulled them on. She didn't worry about underwear. Once on, she grabbed a shirt and pulled it over her head and down over her chest, and then pulled her hair free. We are late. Come on, get up and get dressed. Relax. It's only 7:30. We have like 10 minutes, and it isn't like we have to drive, said Jared, climbing out of the bed, slipping his boxers back on. It is fun sleeping in and having you teleport us to school. Jared pulled his jeans on as Jenna sat down on her bed, pulled her shoes on. Puff! She was gone. Jared loved seeing her freak out because it meant she would appear throughout the apartment to get what she needed. He slipped on his shoes on and then picked up his shirt from the bed, pulled it on, and walked into the kitchen. He admired the apartment Skyler had gotten Jenna in Angel Groves. Transferring there was easy once the lawyer Skyler hired to help her become emancipated. Jared knew it was Skyler's way of trying to repay for getting her involved in the event that cost her father's life. While it was an awful thing, Jared wasn't sad about it because if that didn't happen, he wouldn't have met Jenna and would be dating and sleeping with a senior. While they had only been dating for 2 months, he knew he loved her, but knew it was too soon to tell her. Aren't your parents going to be mad that you didn't come home? Asked Jenna, appearing next to him as he grabbed a cereal bar from the cabinet. No, they knew I was staying here, said Jared, like it was nothing. He closed the cabinet, turning to see Jenna glaring at him. What? Last night was our first time. I know. How did you know we were? I didn't. I told them if I am not here in the morning, it was because I slept here. It's not like I haven't slept here before. Last night just happened to be the first time I did when we were both naked. Jenna punched him in the arm. Ah! Where's your school stuff? At school. Jenna shook her head and took his hand. Puff. 1 hour earlier. Skyler and Hillary lie in bed, cuddling under the covers, partly asleep and part awake. I don't want to get up, said Hillary. Then don't, said Skyler. Skip. Some of us have to attend school still and don't have a special ability to allow them to graduate 2 years early and allow them to understand advanced technology from Dr. King facility and sell it and make millions. I didn't pick my abilities, though I wouldn't change them if I could. Don't you have class today? Not until 2. Skyler smiled. Hillary shoved him, pulled the covers back, and got out. She pulled her panties on and pulled her shirt on over her chest and walked into the bathroom. Skyler didn't move and lay in bed. Hillary returned, seeing him still in the bed. She walked over, grabbed a pillow from the floor, and hit with it. Get up! Skyler grabbed the pillow and pulled her on top of him. She looked up and they kissed. You still have an hour before you need to leave, Skyler said. This is more than enough time. Hillary kissed him. Enough time for what? Skyler. You know what? They're both Skillery now. Skillery sat up and grabbed the bottom of her white tank top, pulled it up over her head, and kissed her. 8 months later. It's time, said a man with a hood hiding his face. 7 men knelt on one knee before him. We will not let you down, said the man in the middle, looking up. Sir, said the man the far left, do you think it is smart to warn him of us? The whole plan is based on the element of surprise. Attacking him only to let him know we exist blows it. It could be what causes this whole thing to... The hooded man held up his hand. No. Even if he turns out to still use his abilities like before, he does not know what we are after and what will be his downfall. Also, he will only know of you 7, not me. He will be to focus on getting back to his friends to try to save them. We understand, and we will do as you wish, Dr. King.
What happened to Dr. King's accent?
After the vocal cords were damaged.
Damaged to the point where he lost his accent?
Yes, absolutely lost his accent.
Yes, absolutely. That's how.
Also, the fact that I didn't know that it was going to be Dr. King talking.
Yeah, I know.
See, if I knew, the accent would have been there.
Yes, I know.
Only it would have been dark and twisted. I understand. We will expose ourselves to this little boy. Wait, what?
That doesn't even come close to German.
I know. That's the problem. He also lost that ability.
He lost how to sound German because he can't speak German anymore. He just knows how to.
He lost it.
Okay.
He was reduced, and now he is stuck with a terrible American accent.
Okay. So thoughts on the epilogue?
Unnecessary. I mean, other than the last chapter or the last section of it.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
Well, not all of it. We do get the information we get about Jenna moving to Angel Groves.
Yeah, she's probably like 17, and she would have been emancipated, but from what? Her dad's dead. And as far as we know, so is her mom?
We don't know.
We have no idea what happened to Mom. She disappeared. She literally disappeared.
Yeah, because though she was spending weekends beforehand.
I know.
With her, but now she's kind of disappeared.
Poof, gone.
Maybe she Jenna found letters from her dad or realized what her mom was going to do. So that's why they needed it.
I don't know.
But anyway, but the fact that she's in Angel Groves and going there.
Yeah.
Okay. That her and Jared are together. Okay.
The fact that Jared is allowed to go over to a girl's apartment and spend the night, his parents are just like, oh, finally, the nerd is out of the house. We're sick of him cosplaying in the basement.
No, there's the fact that there's a girl maybe interested in their son.
Holy crap.
They're like, Go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Because if something
It's Mom that's actually pushing him out of the house. She's also like, all right, honey, we got the house to ourselves. And he's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Finally, he's gone.
He hasn't left the house in 3 years other than to go to school. And we're at work during that time.
Yeah. So it's not that big.
He keeps asking me for grilled cheese sandwiches.
There could have been other stuff, like also learning that we now know Skyler's actually third ability, and he somehow got tech from Dr. Sky.
Yeah, from a facility that was completely. There was a crater there.
I think it was more the idea that he saw it in the computer while looking, or Jenna remembered it from there, and he was able to understand it, and then he sold it.
Maybe.
But the fact that he's also now so smart that within the 2 months he was able to pass all of his exams and then somehow go to college.
Yeah, he's also was accepted to college.
Especially because remember, this was in the spring. This is probably like April. This is actually April. So 2 months puts you in June.
Yep.
And he's going to college. College doesn't exist. It's
usually end of May. It's done.
Yeah, unless there's some kind of summer
program, maybe
summer program. But
he's doing a pre-program.
It's possible, but like Jenna would be and Hilly would be on there, being close to being done.
Also, they missed most of their freshman year.
Well, Hillary did.
Hillary did,
and Skyler, but Skyler again, he just.
Also, he was wanted for murder.
Yeah, we didn't apparently get that taken care of.
That's completely gone.
Nope, it hasn't been taken care of yet. No mention of it. As far as we know, Hillary is hiding out with Skyler at his hideout.
Yes,
his base of operation, and he's getting Jenna to teleport him to a school across the country.
No,
but as far as we know, but yeah, all this information we could have gotten in a different setting.
Yes.
I don't know why I decided to put it this way. I could not tell you for the life of me why that's there.
And once again, it's a very quick, hey, okay, these things happen.
Yeah.
Now, the last thing where it's, the secret society that has resurrected Dr. King and now is still doing his bidding.
Now, did they resurrect him, or
did he somehow survive it?
Oh, it was the original story was he survived.
Yeah.
And his other powers have come out.
Oh, he has more powers?
Yes.
Oh, God.
He can bestow powers upon people, and the people he's created was going to be that the people in front of him, he gave them specific powers.
Nice.
And, he can choose their power. He doesn't just give it to them. He can choose their power.
Okay. I mean, that works.
That was the direction I was going for the 2013. I don't know what it was if I was going in that same direction for the 2016.
I mean, that's a pretty cool direction that now he has, an order around him.
Yep.
That now they're going after Skyler.
Yep. I do not remember what they're after. I just know that Skyler is somewhere else going to college, dating a college girl. About it.
It's not Hillary now.
Nope, they broke up.
Somehow they broke up.
They broke up, and they attack him at school. They were going to have a giant battle on the campus.
Whoa, okay.
That you probably wouldn't be able to tell where things are.
No, absolutely not.
Because I probably would have pants that one story as well. And then he has to get home before these other ones can get there to kill his friends. Because Skyler is the main character, and not Jenna, who is a badass, could stand up to these people, apparently.
All right.
Because Skyler is cool.
Yeah.
And he's the main character.
Yeah. And
at this point, he can last for days. But, yeah, I don't know where I was going. Again, this is what happens when you pan stuff.
Yeah.
You come up with, I got to write something. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, here's an idea. Write it. I'm pretty sure that was a lot of this was I need something.
Yeah.
I want to do an epilogue. I want to set up this stuff. Just in case I want to write it. We'll do this. Basically, before the 8 months, that could have been at the end of the last chapter.
Yep.
Rewritten a different way. We can still get in the whole that Skyler and Hillary are still hooking up. Jared's now dating and hooking up with Jenna.
Yep.
Without the scenes we had it. All the information we got in there. Actually, what would have been cooler is it's later that day or the next day, and it's a press conference, or a few days later, or something.
Okay.
You don't have to even do 2 months, but you could get it with just a little bit of a time gap. But they're at a press conference, and go from there.
Okay.
And then you do the epilogue as you expand that scene much more. You get the reveal, but then you reveal how he survived, what in his powers, how he's a bigger threat now.
I still think that the coolest way to end the fight is, Hillary has her force field bubble. Like, that is the one section that is not crater, and it drops, and Hillary, gets caught by Skyler because she's wasted all her energy. He's used up all of his. Jenna is also barely standing and, huffing air, and a helicopter comes overhead with a bright light, and you just hear FBI freeze. And then your epilogue is them wading through that. And at the end of that, you realize they're like, we never found Dr. King's body. We don't even have anything that it was Dr. King was even there. We were trying to get him because we heard about all the experiments, and we've been doing an investigation where we reveal that it's Jin actually doing as the person who's giving all the information. And then you can go into the epilogue of Dr. King actually never died.
Yeah.
He is still alive, and now he has this 7 with him. And you have the 7, and it's very specific superheroes at that point. It's like, we've got Homeland, we've got it's Hotel Flyer.
Hotel Flyer.
Instead of Homelander. We've got, instead of Queen Maeve, it's Princess Girly.
Princess Girly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you have all of these what should be a normal superhero, but they are prominent figures in society at this point.
But who knows?
And he still has his infiltration.
Yeah.
One of them's the director of the CIA. And that's how they're tracking Skyler.
Who knows? But a good portion of this, most of this epilogue could have been the end of so we get to wrap up there. We should have had a scene in the last episode, the last chapter, of them coming home and Jenna's parents.
Jenna's parents?
Jenna going home, going to her home,
and there's nothing there.
Going through stuff, maybe finding her mother or something, getting in touch with her mother. Because you can still then in the epilogue say, "Oh no, she's now living in Angel Rome, emancipated."
Yes.
So okay. Ooh, what happened? What? Wait.
The FBI got her mom because she was part of the organization.
Or was she?
Actually, I would write it that she was part of Dr. King's.
You could reveal that later on.
Yeah.
But okay, there. But you also, again, you had them going home. Skyler's home. Going to get his parents and telling him it's safe to come home now.
Yes.
Hillary going to and seeing her mom, who disappeared after the first scene and hasn't been seen since. That was mentioned.
Yeah, that's true.
Seeing that reaction, cleaning up, Skyler finally capturing Daniels and bringing him to justice by having Jenna drop him over a shark pit in the Great Lakes, because it's a conspiracy. They don't want you to think that there's sharks in the Great Lakes. And I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy. There are sharks there.
No, they're not.
Freshwater, saltwater, same thing. It's a conspiracy. They want you. That's what they want you to believe, man. That's what they want you to believe.
Yeah. Okay. Who is they, and why do they want me to believe? It's all out there.
Dr. King. I just told you. We've been talking about this entire thing.
Yeah, my dad,
bro, come on.
But why?
Because he wants misinformation out there, so you don't know how the world works.
It's just weird. But overall, great epilogue. You catch up with everyone.
Yep.
And you set up that there is more.
Yes.
When that more will ever happen, nobody knows. But there is more.
It won't. I'm not going. what I wrote for the storyline in 2013 for the continuing, it's weird. It's just like not much there. There's like more like just summaries and with no actual events.
Ugh.
The reboot for the 2016 version actually gets into specific things.
Okay.
It gets weird. Some really weird stuff I threw in there. I don't know why.
Wait.
I think it was more of a, oh, let's have this happen. Oh, but then let's have this happen.
All right.
And it's not all okay. So, but that's basically when it came to Skyler Grant. That thing. Every time I come up, like it really came down to what's cool,
Oh, of course.
Or
It's
what's-
Skyler Grant. It's always about what's cool.
or in some cases, what would be a weird twist.
Oh no, not a
Yes.
weird twist.
Yeah, there's a few weird twists in there.
Jeez.
At least the 2016 version. But
Good thing I'm not reading that one.
there is no one. I think there's like a few chapters of that one.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
There's a few chapters of that one, and then I just stopped
Oh, all right.
because I was trying to pants it again.
Oh.
And I was not. No.
You're trying to pants something that you already pantsed. Yeah, it doesn't really work that way.
With a completely new direction, new
Ugh.
character. You get Danny Shaw introduced.
Danny Shaw.
Yes, not Danny Fox. Completely different character.
It was Danny Fox, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
God. No.
It's like, God damn you, Danny, you ruin everything.
Still ruining things, I see.
Still the ruin of all good things.
This is the start of your villain arc.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know.
At the end of it, Danny's like, I'm going to go join pro wrestling. And they're like, oh, you're going to ruin that too? You ruined high school for so many people. And like, I don't care. Whee!
Okay.
I'm the greatest.
That would be funny if I did get you to read that one.
Oh my God.
And when you meet Danny, it's like, I'm the greatest.
She's just absolutely trash.
But-
My middle name is Lynn.
All right.
smoke a pack and a half a day.
All right. We're going to go wrap this episode up. Don't forget, there is one more episode where we'll do a full recap of everything going on that we remember. Because we started reading this in January.
Yeah.
And it is now
It's
June.
June.
So we got to remember all the way back that far. I actually thought we would be done with this back in like March.
Well,
And we probably would have if we didn't have, 2 episodes of SWA from
Yeah.
record and
Yeah.
take forever to
if
record.
somebody wasn't making 2 shows a week,
And someone,
Yeah.
who it's like, who barely puts a show out every week.
Yeah.
Adam, how dare you? I had to
I put out-
I had to put
I-
two. I had
I did-
two. I used content for
I-
two channels. Two channels. Sure, one of them was barely putting anything out, but
Yeah.
still, I had 2 channels I was putting content out for.
were you putting up 2 shows a day for 6 days a week?
You're just trying to make it look like you actually
Actually,
do
it was
stuff.
5 at that point.
You were just trying to make yourself look like you were doing something. You barely put an episode out a week, Adam. Come on, we know this. And I'm not in no way referring to myself on that one and putting it on you. Nope, not at all.
How many videos have I put up this year?
But yeah, so we'll do a wrap-up video there that will cover the entirety of Skyler Grant. And that'll be the end of the Skyler Grant podcast. For now. But you'll be able to stay tuned to the Angelic Wars Legend of the Godchild podcast coming to you probably right after this one wraps
Wait.
up.
I'm doing another book?
Yes, you're doing a different
I'm
book.
still getting the gig?
You're still getting No. You've lost this gig.
Oh, I lost.
But
I
you're
got
being-
fired from Skyler Grant.
Yes, but you're being hired for the Angelic Wars podcast.
Okay, well, that's going to be great. I'm glad that I was able to bounce right back.
Adam,
Yeah.
that's my first novel.
Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, and it's very, very Christian.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's going to be fun for me, too. Like, what was I thinking? Oh,
You were Christian AF at the time?
I was Christian as AF.
As AF?
As AF, not AF.
As
AF.
Okay. All right.
I gotta throw my little touch onto that.
Oh, that is.
So I'm
It's like saying ATM machine.
So I'm Christian as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I gotta put my little that's how I write, remember?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's the first draft of me talking, so I had to put those grammatical errors in there. And But yeah, that will be coming, if not right after this podcast wraps up, or soon after. But that will be coming up. And that one will be a little different because the chapters are so much longer than this one. So much longer. So we'll have to see how that one goes. But anything you want to add before we wrap it up?
Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this journey.
You say that for the wrap-up episode, sir.
Sorry.
Yeah. This is not the conclusion episode. This is the epilogue episode. We still have the wrap-up episode.
Okay.
Then we have the wrap-up episode 6 months from now. No.
Oh, wow. What?
Then we got the 1-year anniversary episode.
Oh, God. Not that again. Flashbacks. Not the helicopters. Not the helicopters.
All right, so we'll wrap this episode up. You made it here, so we're assuming you enjoyed this story. So why not comment down below? What did you think of the wrap-up, of the epilogue? What did you think of the story? How you thought it concluded? Tell us down below. If you made it here, we're assuming you enjoyed this episode podcast. So why not smash that? Nope. Vaporize the like button with your energy as a prayer to the holy... No, not a prayer. As a sacrifice to the holy algorithm.
The holy algorithm.
And subscribe to the writing content on here. I'll have the links of the Skyler Grant Podcast on the screen now so you can get caught up if you're not already. And another video, the best suits you, as well. Click one. We'll see you there. Thank you so much for listening. Bye!